Our top story: 4 teens are dead after a high-speed chase with police officers. That and more. The Chris Talk Show starts right now. Let's get into it. Welcome, listeners. I am your host, Chris. As we come on this evening, this episode will bring us to Florida as 14 boys are killed after a high-speed chase with police. Police were responding to the report of a stolen car. When they caught up to the vehicle, it began to accelerate at over 100 miles an hour, which brought the police onto a chase. I'm going to let Sarah, my AI, report this story and give you all in detail. All right, let's hit it.
Thank you, Chris. 4 teenage boys are dead after a high-speed chase. According to the news, the incident transpired on Sunday, April 20th. The Gainesville Police Department reported a stolen Honda CR-V was speeding on State Road 100. Authorities spotted the vehicle and quickly began chasing the 4 boys. Bradford County Sheriff's Chief Deputy Call Brad Smith spoke to Main Street Daily News about the incident and claimed that the boys did start to pull over. However, as the cops decelerated, the stolen vehicle sped up and took off. It was reported that the vehicle hit a max speed of 111 miles per hour. The stolen vehicle did start to pull over on the shoulder of the road. But before they came to a complete stop, they accelerated again, and that is when the chase was on. Smith said, "Our vehicles cannot match the speed that they were going. But we did continue one of our units to try and stay as close as they could as a backup unit to FHP until Alachua County's units were able to catch up to them. That's when a Florida Highway Patrol state trooper intervened. When the trooper got close to the vehicle, they identified that some of the occupants appeared to be wearing ski masks. FHP then made intentional contact with the vehicle to attempt to slow them down. When that failed, the state trooper then used the precision immobilization technique. According to the Office of Justice Programs, the pit maneuver is a technique used by law enforcement personnel to force a fleeing vehicle to abruptly turn 180 degrees, causing the vehicle to stall and stop. The maneuver turned deadly as the move sent the vehicle rolling. The 4 boys continued rolling until they hit a cement pole, leading to their deaths. The Florida Highway Patrol has released a statement regarding the incident. The trooper made intentional contact with the Honda, causing it to decelerate. The FHP release continued. The trooper used the brake and speed to perform a precision immobilization technique pit maneuver on the fleeing Honda to stop the threat created by the fleeing suspect. The Honda subsequently rolled over before making contact with a cement pole. Main Street Daily News reports that the Alachua County Fire Rescue described the car as being wrapped around a concrete utility pole. The publication details that it took them over an hour and a half to free the boys, who were aged 14 to 17. Later, law enforcement identified 2 of the boys as Lawrence McClendon Jr. and Jabril Chevers. They were transported to UF Health Shands Hospital in Gainesville, but the boys ultimately succumbed to their injuries. The 2 other boys were pronounced dead at the scene. GoFundMes were created for both McClendon and Chevers to handle funeral costs. Jabril was a loving son, brother, and friend with a heart full of kindness and a spirit that touched everyone around him. Chevers' GoFundMe page read, "We are prayerfully asking for help in burying our child. We realize times are rough for everyone, and we are so grateful for any donation. Prayers are most definitely appreciated as well." The McClendon family. Lawrence's GoFundMe read, McClendon's GoFundMe page also details that Lawrence and his family previously suffered losses. The family's eldest brother died, and they buried him 3 weeks ago. Back to you, Chris.
All right, I want to thank Sarah for that report real quick. Thank you very much. As always, I'm going to give my view and my opinion. Well, if you like this content, what hit the bar, man. You are being lazy right now. What's wrong with you? Hit my air horn. All right, folks. Let's pay these bills. If you like this content, want to hear more of it, hit that like, hit that subscribe button. Also, hit that share button and feel free to leave a comment. I definitely read the comments. All right. Let's drop that bomb so I can give y'all my view and my opinion on this particular topic. Let's do it. All right. Well, first and foremost, let's drop a let's drop a bell for the lives lost in the situation. Send our condolences to the family real quick. And to the families, yeah, we send our condolences to both of y'all, to all 4 families involved. We hope that all of them can manage to get through this. But I'm kind of, and I hate to be that one,
Bruh.
but I'm kind of, like I said, I'm a two-faced coin, so I'm kind of two-faced on this one. And in it, I feel like it's very sad what happened, that these boys end up losing their lives because they decided that they wanted to steal a car. Now, the point in stealing a car, I don't understand the point in stealing a car, especially at such a young age. You're going to eventually get caught. I can understand them, like, well, I can't understand, but I can imagine they probably wanted to go for like a little joyride or something like that. Yeah, like,
Bruh.
yeah, they probably wanted to go joyride or something like that. But I mean, come on. Eventually, let's just be honest. Eventually, you're going to get caught. You you're going to get caught, okay?
Bruh.
Because it's not your car, so you're going to eventually get caught when they catch up with you. I mean, whatever happens, you know. But it's sad that this had to happen, and it, for me, I would ask, where were these boys' parents, and what were they doing?
Bruh.
I'm not trying to like be like every single time it's the parents' fault. It's not every single time it's the parents' fault. That's not the situation here.
Bruh.
What I'm asking is, this took place on a Sunday? At what time? Around like noon. So Sunday around at noonish, okay? Sunday around noonish. Maybe their parents could have been in maybe their parents could have been in church. Like, I'm just saying, maybe their parents could have been in church. But some Sunday around noonish, these 4 young teenage men decided to steal a car and go joyriding. Just out of nowhere. Just out of nowhere.
Wait, what?
And as a result, they were pursued by police. And when police caught up to them, this was the result. They attempted the pit maneuver, and this was the result of that maneuver.
Bruh.
And just simply wrong decisions. You know what I'm saying? Now, on the flip side of that,
Bruh.
I would be like, a part of me is like, like, what the were they thinking? It's like, what the if my son, if one of my sons was involved in this, I would be sitting there like, what the was he thinking? What was he thinking? What other result would he think that would come out of this? Because I'm not saying that death is the result, but what good result would he think would come out of stealing a car and in a damn what was it? A Hyundai? A Hyundai.
Bruh.
Out of all cars.
Bruh.
Was this souped up or something? What was it souped up? It was souped up? It wasn't even souped up. So come on. I don't know. Maybe they just saw an opportunity and just went for it. Said, yeah, let's just do it. Let's just go for it. Shout out to the police department for doing their job. Let's give them a round of applause real quick. Not necessarily a shout out. Let me take that back. But let's just give them a round of applause real quick for doing their job. And then these teens, they were exceeding 100 miles an hour. Now, they went from the street to the highway. Now, thank God, and I mean thank God, okay,
Bruh.
that nobody else was injured during this high speed chase, because a lot of times, as we see on a lot of social media platforms, YouTube, Facebook, and all these other platforms, some high speed chases do not end up like, with the individual. Like in this case, with the individual. I said individual. With the individual, man, I gotta get my pronunciation better. Yeah, I know. With the individual surviving, like in this case, okay, some cases the individual does survive, but some of these cases, like this one, which is one of those sad ones, to where they die. They not only injured, but they die. Two of these young men went to the hospital, and they later died from their injuries. I mean,
Bruh.
come on. And all four of these, let me point this out. All four of these individuals are melanin individuals.
Wait, what?
I mean, come on, people. I keep saying it. We gotta do better. Just because you're living in the hood and you in the ghetto, that don't mean you gotta do things like that. You don't have to do those things.
Bruh.
I don't know. This could have been an initiation.
Bruh.
I'm just throwing it out there. Just throwing it out there. Just throwing it out there. I don't know. But let's get serious. At the end of the day, these four teenagers, they made a very bad decision. A very bad decision, and one that cost them their lives. My advice to my listeners that's listening out there, if you have teenagers, something like that, get on them. Not get on them, but get in their lives. Like, get up in their lives.
Bruh.
So you won't end up in this situation, because these four teenagers had no idea. To them, I think it was probably just stealing a car. They had no idea the effect that they would have, that their actions were going to have on the people around them. Because, ladies and gentlemen, whether you want to believe it or not, the actions that you take do affect the people around you.
Message.
It affects the people around you. By them taking that action of going on the high-speed chase just with the police, that action right there alone could have killed way more than four, or injured way more than four. You know what I'm saying?
Bruh.
I'm not saying what I can't share this one, because I'm not saying. That's why I said I'm playing the two-headed coin on this one, okay? Because I can't cheer for this one, but I can't boo it either. But these children, they made a decision, and it just happened to be a very, very bad decision. You know what I'm saying? It just happened to be a bad one. You know what I'm saying? My condolences to the family. And these children, they should have just made a better decision. They just should have made a better decision. All right, and that's my view, and that's my opinion on that particular topic. Drop my Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, I want to get at least one. I said I want to get at least one. Thank you for reminding me. Shout out to our new producer up in the house. Shout out to you. We don't want to air their name or their sex. But let's get one in a minute. All right, so I want to read one of the comments from. Yeah, let's go in the comment section and check out one of these comments. Okay, so this says, hate that they lost their lives. That's how I feel. Hate that they lost their lives, man. I hate that happened to them. I really, really, because, ladies and gentlemen, we lose, and I'm not trying to go crazy, but I'm just keeping it real. There are a lot of our melanin children being lost to acts just like this, criminal acts. And they are being influenced sometimes by older individuals. You know what I'm saying? So to me, when I say get involved with your kids, get involved with them Teach them not to fall to peer pressure. Teach them to be stronger. Teach them when to identify when situations like this come up, because this was probably a peer pressure situation. I'm not saying it was. I'm just saying probably. I'm just throwing it out there, man. I'm just throwing it out there. Just throwing it out there. Relax, 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 relax.
Bruh.
But let's get back to the comment, okay? But they made a decision. They did. They did. And it had consequences. Sympathy for their families. God's job is to please is what? What it says? No, it doesn't say God. Can you bring that up? It's FPH, good job. And please understand, it's not the police department's fault. These boys made a decision. And I would say that too. Somebody, well, do you think so? I don't know. I would say that too. I wouldn't say that the police did anything bad in this situation. They did their job. Okay? They pursued a suspect, and as a result of an action that they took, that they were trained to take, this was the result. I mean, come on. Exceeding 100 miles an hour, 100 miles an hour, come on.
Bruh.
And then you run into some concrete thing.
Bruh.
I can't even give these boys the dummy buzzer. I can't. Not today. All right. Yeah, well, exceeding 100 miles an hour and then ran into a concrete barrier. What, how do you think you're going to survive that? And I mean, let's say you did. You're probably going to get banged up. You're probably going to be like really, really banged up if you survive that. You know what I mean? So, like, come on.
Bruh.
They made a dumb decision. But to any parent out there, any parent that's a listener, my advice, I can't give it to you. My advice is this: try to communicate with your kids better. Try to communicate. If you're not, try to jump on that and communicate with your kids. Teach them about peer pressure and teach them how to protect themselves from peer pressure. Because if you don't, I'm not saying this might be a situation, but I mean,
Bruh.
I don't really want to say it that way. That's why I'm trying not to say it that way. Like, you know what I'm saying? But, this might be the situation. I'm not saying if you don't do it, but I'm just saying try to, invest yourself, one, your kid's life, so that, you can help that this won't be, you won't get that phone call. All right? All right, man. Because you messing me up with that hat. That hat, I'm sorry, that hat has been distracting the whole show. That hat is... All right, anyway. Drop my bomb again, please. Thank you. All right, I want to thank all my listeners for tuning in. You could be anywhere else in the world, but you are here with me, and I so appreciate that. Also, stay blessed and not stressed. Until next episode, folks, I'll see y'all later. Peace out.